Hey everyone, it's Zach. Today we'll be opening signups for our 2025 summer event, Ladder League Season 2. If you played last year, a bit of this video will be repetitive to you, but make sure you watch all the way through. Based on feedback and performance from our last Ladder League, we've made a few changes to rules and formatting in order to make the experience better for both the runner and the viewer. For your convenience, I'll run through and explain Ladder League again, briefly. If you want an in-depth explanation of the format itself, watch last year's video, which I'll link in the description. The idea behind Ladder League is to make the runner experience more fair and the viewer experience more interesting, matching runners up that are close in skill level throughout the entire ladder. The ladder last year consisted of 24 runners spread out through 8 rungs in the first week. Each rung consisted of 3 players who would race each other at some point during the week. We used a simple system where the bottom 2 players in the bottom rung were eliminated, and the winner of the race in the top rung would be instantly qualified for top 8. Then we would remove 1 rung as 3 players had been removed from the bracket. We would promote the 2 winners up in all the middle rungs and demote the loser. The top and bottom rungs had some special rules allowing for the bracket to work logistically. This year we haven't changed much about the format. We've actually only introduced 2 big changes which we hope will make it even more exciting. The first change is called the Wildcard. The idea is simple and will work like so. Instead of a 24-person bracket, we will narrow the bracket down to 21 runners with 7 rungs. This means that there will be a 7-week ladder instead of 8, only qualifying 7 runners to the top 8 bracket through the ladder. The 8th seed will go to the wildcard, which is awarded to the runner with the fastest time throughout the ladder that didn't already qualify into top 8. For example, last year, EJP Man would have been awarded the wildcard for this 2:27 he got before bowing out in the last race of the ladder section. The small change we are introducing in tandem with this is a simple scheduling change, combining weeks 6 and 7 from 2 weeks into 1. This should result in 3 races per week for the last 2 actual weeks, which should be manageable. The second big change is known as the Leaprog. This one is a bit more complicated, so I'll try to break it down as simply as possible. An issue we received on multiple feedback forums was that there were very low stakes once first and second place were decided in a middle rung race. If third place was losing by many minutes, there was no point in going fast really at all for the other 2 runners. While the wildcard does offset this slightly, we've introduced a new concept to combat this. The Leapfrog gives any runner below rung 2 the ability to jump up an extra rung if they perform exceptionally well. Let's take this race in rung 4 for example. I do perform exceptionally well, winning with a 2:20. Now let's compare this to the results of the race in rung 3 in the same week. Senor gets second place in this rung, but he only manages to put down a 2:23. In last year's bracket, there would be no punishment for him or reward for me based on those 2 performances. With the leapfrog mechanic, I would completely swap with Senor when we receive our promotions. As you can see, this means I would be the one moving up to rung 2 instead, and he would actually remain in rung 3. This mechanic can also be applied to the bottom rung, which is essential, because it fixes another issue we spotted last year. Previously, you would have had to win every single race with a first place finish for the entire ladder to ever evade elimination when starting in the bottom rung. Now, with the leapfrog mechanic, you can escape to a rung above the bottom rung, allowing you to get unstuck, so to speak. Just to recap, with leapfrog, if the first place racer's time in a rung below is better than the second place racer's time in a rung above, they will move up 2 rungs, while the runner they beat will remain in the same rung. So those are our new mechanics, and we know they are probably a bit confusing. We hope that when you see them in action, they will make more sense. Additionally, we'll be sure to display any information that is relevant about the bracket state with leapfrogging on the stream layout, so commentators and viewers can understand how it will be applied. Lastly, I'll discuss the scheduling. In the description of this video, you'll find a sign-up form. You'll also see in the Discord message a scheduling form. Make sure to look through that to see when you'll need to be available. As an overview, plans will begin on May 16th and will end on May 18th. We will be constructing the plans such that the ladder is formed with 21 runners, and the plans will only be for 1 spot, so make sure you get practicing. The cutoff this year is sub 250, lowered from last year's sub 3. The ladder will only be 6 weeks, starting on May 19th and ending on June 30th. We've extended the final week by an extra day, as it will involve some runners playing 2 matches in the very same week. Top 8 will begin in July, and will end before Legothon on July 18th. Stay tuned for more information in the Discord about Ladder League in both of the Ladder League channels. Make sure to sign up now, since we will be closing signups about a week before the play-ins begin in order to begin scheduling and formatting. Take care, and we hope to see you in twitch.tv/LEGO Speedruns soon.